So who would like to have some diamond tips for success? Yep, here from the Masters. So next up we have the incredible Lourene Bevaart. Lourene has an extraordinary story. In 2009, like many of us, she experienced some serious challenges. And if you've heard that story at one of the ASEA conventions or her 5-minute story, I recommend trying to see that video if you can, or see it live. It's extremely moving and very, very touching. She's also been very successful. She's been 5 times world karate champion. She's been a TV celebrity and a personal trainer, and to the celebrity stars that we all know, household names. And she's had a phenomenal journey as a health ambassador for 30 years. And today she is the facilitator for our Diamond Tips for Success. Please put your hands together for an amazing ASEA Triple Diamond, Lourene Bevaart, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Am I on? Yes. It's Lourene. Lourene. Just think of chlorine. I won't get it wrong. Good morning and welcome everyone. This morning we have a panel of powerhouses and entrepreneurs who are well known globally within ASEA. Please make them feel welcome when I call them up. Julie Watts. Who did that? Not me. So I want to start off by asking you to imagine that you're in the Disney movie Aladdin. And you're walking along and you stumble across that lantern. And you know what it is. You bend down and pick it up and you give it a run. And the big blue genie comes out. Whooshka. Who's got my clicker? And the genie says to you, your wish is my command. However, you only have one wish. And I would like to know what that wish was when you started your journey with ASEA, and what is it now, Julie?
Well, the wish for the start was obviously what I talked about yesterday. You know, my big why for this was to really get us out of financial trouble and get my husband retired and not having to work so hard anymore. And thankfully for ASEA that has actually happened. So that wish has come true, which is pretty amazing. And you know, that's kind of a personal thing at first, and I think most of the time you start out with a personal thing, but as you climb the ranks and the income increases and you get a lot of other choices, and I think my wish now is to help my team do the same, to help as many people as I
can. My greatest wish when I saw this would be to find an opportunity that produces residual income. So, because retirement's not a function of age, it's a function of income, and more importantly, a type of income, residual income. So find an opportunity that produces residual income where I could work harder than the average person for a short period of time, that could provide the financial freedom for my family, and could provide me the situation where I could wake up in the morning, put my head on the pillow at night, and get to choose what I do in between. And I found that opportunity in 1988, and go through 3 companies to find ASEA. Finally found the right one, and here we go.
My initial wish when I came across ASEA was that it was everything that I thought it was, and it turned out to be so. My wish now is I just want to be better, faster, because it's all really I do believe that the world is giving us always a reflection of who we are. Mel alluded to that. And so I would wish that I could be 100 times stronger, 100 times more resilient, 100 times a better servant leader to my team. Because that's the way that I can change the world, as I mentioned.
So we've got to have reasonably selfish goals in this to motivate ourselves to do this. So I'm going to be finally able to keep my word to my wife. I told her when we got married that she should never have to work and she'd always have to work. She's going to be completely retired. We're going to have a block of land outside of town on 50 acres. We're going to have a couple of ponies there for our grandkids that aren't even born yet, but it's going to happen because we've got further ones. And we're going to be totally financially free with a residual income. So then to take our eyes off ourselves, there's a guy called Zig Ziglar says you can get whatever you want in life if you help other people get what they want. So what we need to do is take our eyes off ourselves and help other people and we'll get whatever we want.
All right, for me, we live in a beautiful spot. And who of you have seen the Sea story that Sea did on our 7 years ago, our story? Not many of you, yes, some of you. So we live, you can sail on an island in an absolutely amazing spot, not many homes there, a beautiful piece of nature. And so we were in a lot of trouble. And so we were at, it looked like we were losing it. So when the sea came along, my heart was to be able to keep living there and to be able to work together. And it looked like we had to separate and get different things to do and to be able to keep. So with the sea, we still live there and we have a beautiful business and we work together. It's beautiful.
So the first question is like a seed gesturing plan. So what advice can you give to someone that's starting new? So whether they're a uni student or someone in their 40s, 50s or 60s, and they feel stuck, or they can't pick up the phone, they're getting rejected, they can't get people to the meetings, and that frustration builds. What advice do you have for them?
Mel says there's two things you need in this business. You need to be motivated and you need to be coachable. And so what I suggest you do is find someone upline you from you that's at least probably a platinum and above, right? It's already where you want to be. And go and follow in their footsteps. If you're going to cross a minefield, you're better off to follow someone. So get a coach, get a mentor. That's not necessarily your sponsor. Someone that's higher up in the chain, and then because they've already been through where you're going to go. So follow what they do, and I highly suggest you need to get this book called Alan Peace, Questions Are the Answers, and read the first 41 pages. If I'd read this, I would have gone diamond a long time ago. And the other CD is just by Jim Rohn. The secret of this business is on that CD, right? And you want to give that to all your new people, those two things. And find a coach, find a mentor, get a plan, and just do what they did, do what they say.
Of course, of all that with team, find your a successful upline and follow what they're saying. Never know that you're never alone. When we first started, I thought that, well, this is my business, so this is, I'm doing this on my own. And it's definitely, don't fall in that trap. Yes, this is your business, but you are not working on your own, you work as a team. And so when you get stuck, get up with your upline and use your rules.
I think we're all on the same page. I have a saying, my team's probably sick of me saying this, but I say, don't go Lone Ranger. This business is not meant to be built on your own. And I am regularly surprised that I will get this line, I'm sure you'll all know this, any leader in the room will know this. Oh, I was going to call you, but I didn't want to bother you, I know you're busy. And I think, hang on a minute. This is what I want to be busy doing. And it really, honestly, it's 50 times harder on your own. And so I think my whole trajectory changed. Laura Waldron and I were in partnership together for many years, and so I read something or I saw a training, and they said, if you want to make money in this business, find the person your upline is making the most money and stick to them like flypaper. And that's what I did. I just found the person who was doing the most money, and everything started to shift because we weren't trying to do it on our own. So the message is clear, guys. We're all saying exactly the same thing. Be coachable and find someone that you can just let them teach you. Be teachable. It's so critical.
Next question, Alan and Jessica. On your journey to the diamond ranks, what life lessons did you learn that you can share with the audience that they can benefit from?
Mel alluded to it before, and he said about when we started, we were wounded warriors, and we're just enrolling anyone. So I thought I was, I'm going to aim for a good one. So Mel come up to me one Saturday down the town. You can probably guess we met halfway, and he gave me some product. I'd run out and had his boys with him, and we're sitting in this coffee shop. And I saw a sign on the wall saying, for sale, and a phone number on it. So I'm big on phone numbers. I teach my people, the first thing you do is get someone's phone number. So I pulled out the phone, I put the phone number in the phone. And I don't go and talk to him on the spot, I ring him up. So I ring him up and I prospect him, send him some information. And he said, I've got a residual income, I'm doing something on the side that's making a lot of money. And I'm sort of thinking, he sort of implied it was share trading, or maybe I jumped to that conclusion. But anyhow, I enrolled him, they got an order, and then they evaporated. Has anyone ever got anyone that's evaporated? Yeah. So anyhow, I couldn't get him, tried to ring a few times, couldn't get him. But about a few weeks later, I saw in the paper where the police had busted this drug ring in this town, and this fellow's gone to jail. That was what he was doing on the side.
That's a good one. I don't like that. All right, mine's altogether different.
How do you follow that?
Okay, I learned something about myself. And when I was little, it was a class photo, and I remember showing it to family. I don't remember someone who I didn't really know, and said, "Sure, you are a very shy girl," because the way I was standing there. And that haunted me for many years. I also felt that I could never get a word out when there was more than 2 people in the room. And so I felt like I was the shy girl. When we were building this business, and I picked up a book, and it was called The Introvert Entrepreneur. Now, usually introvert for me was very negative. It's someone who has the glasses and reads all day and doesn't play outside and doesn't do anything. In this book, I learned that introverts are actually very successful people, and introverts make great network marketers because they are the best listeners. That's how they process information. I thought, yeah, that is me. And so I learned to work with this fantastic skill that I have, which is listening. And that got me out of my uncomfortableness, and I got really comfortable doing what we're doing, being a great network marketer, and I'm still learning on that, but that was my biggest lesson. So, introvert, you can do this, you've got it.
Network marketing. What would you say to the critics, the super critics? It's a scam, it's a pyramid, and with the CEO, it's salt water. And if I was that person, what would you say to me?
The first thing is I wouldn't say anything. I would pause, take a deep breath, and then ask them a question. Because just knowing that someone hates network marketing is not enough information for me to actually help them. So, as Steve was saying, questions are the answers. It's so important not to open your mouth until you have enough information that's actually relevant so that you know what to say. And I know it's so easy to go into defence. Oh, no, it's not a scam, it's actually one for residual income. But that just puts you on the other side of the fence. It puts you in opposition to them. We could do a whole training on the nature of objections, but I would say to them, take a deep breath, That's interesting. You think network marketing is a scam. Could you tell me how you came to that opinion? Or if they say it's a pyramid, well, can you tell me what actually is your understanding of a pyramid scheme? And just feel them out. Because once you have enough information, you can actually humbly and gently offer your gift of a seer to them. And I always say, offer it like you would offer humbly a gift to a king or a queen. It's you don't have to defend the seer. It's a big boy and girl, big person. It doesn't need your defense. But what the person needs is your understanding. Seek first to understand, then to be understood is the first victory, first habit of interpersonal victory in the 7 habits of highly effective people. The other thing is, I had another thought. I'll hand to Stephen, if I may. I'll just. Yep.
Okay, things change. 30 years ago, I would have answered that differently to how I answer it today. And that only comes from being in the field. You've got to get out in the field and you learn by what you said wrong and what you said right. 30 years ago, I've been in the convincing and selling mode. Today, I'm in the sifting and sorting mode. I'm looking for my 6 board of directors to go diamond. Right, so I'm doing an interview with a prospect. When an insurance agent goes to a company, he's got to get through the secretary to get to the boss through the back door. Now I'm the gatekeeper to a seer. They don't get to see a seer until they qualify in the interview. So I do 15-minute interviews with people. I want to find out if they have a dream, can they get it doing what they're doing, and they're prepared to work for it. So they go through a qualifying approach. So the pressure's not on me, it's on them. So this is where if someone's asking that question, do you really want to be working with them? They don't qualify for what I got. I'm looking, in other words, he might say, well, Steve, cut the crap to show me what you're doing. And 20 years ago I'd shown it, I'd spent an hour showing it. Now I'd say, look Tom, and I'd give him an overview of what's going on, the big picture, the genesis of the seer, and then I'd say, look Tom, I can show you in more detail what we're doing, not a problem. But look at it this way, Tom, if I'm going to spend time with Julie, I'm going to have to take it away from Glenn. So Julie's going to have to convince me why I should do that. So the pressure's not on me, it's on Julie. So I'm saying to Julie, I want Tom to understand why I'm not going to show him the SEER business. Right? So, and then I'll say to Tom, so does that make sense, Tom? Right? Because if I'm going to spend time, I'm going to take it away from Glenn. So Julie's going to have to convince me why, because he's bidding for my time. Prove to me that you want my help. That guy straight away says he doesn't want my help. Interview over. Right? You just don't go there. So you need to learn these skills. And that question, the first 41 pages of that book, get together with your coach, right, and learn. There's an apprenticeship to learn in this. And you do learn it in the field, the 1 to 5s. You learn by doing. And you adjust the sales as you go. But you've got to do it with a coach, right? But you're looking for your board of directors. You're just not going to chuck it out at anyone. So the day that posture struck, I listened to a tape 20 years ago. You will get posture when you get sick and tired of people wasting your time.
Totally agree with Steve. The thought that I missed was, if someone's got an objection to network marketing, there's usually a good reason. It might just be blind prejudice, but chances are them or someone they care about got hurt by one of those companies that didn't do the right thing. So they deserve our understanding. They may not deserve our patience, because we need to get our board of directors. But just remember that it's okay. We don't have to be defensive. On the bigger picture, because I think it's important for us all to remember, I've often asked the question in my younger days, I wish, why don't they teach network marketing in school? You know, why don't they teach it so that everyone could understand that this is so brilliant? You know what? I'm so glad they don't. Because if they did, there'd be nobody left. Everybody would be in something. So if all I have to do to succeed is to learn some communication skills to work past that objection, you know what? We are paid incredibly well to do that. So it's worth the effort, and I no longer wish that everybody understood how brilliant our business model is.
Thank you. So Julie and Steve, so part of a seer dream as an associate is to hit the diamond ranks. If you look back at your journey, what is one golden nugget that you can share with the audience?
It'll be a repeat of what you've already heard, basically, is use your upline. You're not in the business alone, and if you try to go it alone, honestly, very few people make it when they try to go it alone. I like my guys to put me on three-way chats, to put me in messenger groups. Three-way messenger chats are amazing, and that would be, if there was one thing at the moment in today's day that I would say, it's that three-way messenger chats, or Facebook messenger chats are amazing, because sometimes a three-way call is really hard to do because you've got to get your expert or your upline on the phone at the same time as the other person, and sometimes that doesn't work. And with a messenger chat, you just set up a group, a little group of 3 people, so you're in it, your prospect's in it, and the expert is in it, and you introduce each other, you tell what the person's problem is, and each of those people can see what the conversation is and what is happening, and the expert gets to answer in their own time, they're not rushed, they can give the right answers, they can ask some questions, your prospect is not under pressure either because they can see the message and come back to it whenever they're ready. And I have people doing that with me now, and quite often it's a week before the person comes back. That doesn't matter. They come back, and they come back with a vengeance, and they ask more questions, but because they're doing it in their own time, and you're not putting them on the spot to get them on a phone call right now, you're not putting them under pressure. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing tool. I would be using that as much as you can.
We were taught many years ago to begin with the end in mind, and I think if diamond is your goal, go and look at what a diamond structure is. So don't look at when you're platinum. What I find is a lot of people go bronze. Now what's my next goal? Silver. I need 3 direct to 300 legs. They go silver. What's my next goal? Gold. I need 4 direct to 300 legs. Begin with the end in mind. Diamond I saw was 6 direct to 300 legs. So I needed to go to Mal, have a look at his back office and see how many he sponsored and how many direct to 300 legs he had. He sponsored 100 people, he's got 8 direct to 300 legs, on average. So, okay, every 8 out of 100. So, let's say it's 1 in 10 out of 100. So, for every 10 I sponsor, I'm going to get 1 direct to 300 leg. So if I need 6, I need to sponsor 60 people. Does that make sense? Yeah. Right, so I've got my goal. Now my goal is, I want to go down in 12 months, divide 60 into 12, you've got your goal. But build the foundation for your pin in the first 90 days, not the last 90 days. And the other thing on the list of Charlotte 10 to 1, someone where their list is 1 to 5, right? They're going to take a lot longer to go diamond because they've got to go from A to B, which might take them 3 years just to get to B, so then they can go diamond next 2 to 3 years. But if you could find 6, 7, 8, and 9s out of 10 that are hungry, that are already at B, if your 50 is in that 6 to 10, you'll go diamond twice as quick, 4 times as quick as a guy that's got a list of 1 to 5s.
Awesome. I'll cut you right here.
Yeah.
We're cooking time. So the last question I'm going to ask is for Alan, Jessica and Lourene. So here I want to know, what makes you so unique? And what I mean by that, when you started your journey with ASEA, there was another group of people that did, but they quit. And then there's another group of people that also joined the same time as you, and they got benefits, and they got testimonials, and they earned a certain income level, but they're gone, they're done, they're out of here. And then there's another group of people who face challenges and adversity, and they're gone, but you're still here. What is the secret sauce that we need to know to get to the diamond ranks?
Oh, that's all right, yeah. Am I on? Yeah, okay. One of the first thing, when Mel told me about this, I didn't understand, I didn't know anything about it. He promoted Bart and Melissa, and I drove all the way to Noosa and I met Bart and Melissa, and I fell in love with Bart and Melissa. I drove 3.5 hours home and I'd made up my mind I was going to do this. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I was going to do it. And I knew to plug into Mal because I'd seen him in another business. I knew how successful he was. I knew how he led people. So I knew he was my life. He was the life of my business. But I just had to be smart enough to listen to him, and I wasn't always. I didn't always do that. But I guess I was like Jerome said yesterday, I was hungry. I was sick and tired of being broke. Now, there may be one person in this room that is just absolutely sick and tired, and you mightn't be broke. You might be sick and tired of being sick and tired. Can you identify yourself? Anyone there? Oh, there's one. I see a hand go up somewhere. Yeah. So that might be you. So find your upline. There's plenty of, and Mel's my upline, my mentor, everything, but all the people across here, all the diamonds that are here, they know what to do. So find your diamond and go and ask them what to do and do it. Even if you don't want to do it, and you'll find that it'll change. So with regards to what's special, when I was young, I was really shy, I was an introvert, as Jessica was saying, and I was out in the bush and used to go to a dance, and I was too shy to go and ask a girl for a dance, so I'd go outside to the bar and I'd drink rum for 4 hours and I'd go back in and I'd ask the girl for a dance. And of course, she'd reject me because I'd slob all over her. I'm immune to rejection. It doesn't worry me. It runs off me. I'm immune to rejection. So you want to get to that stage and get a mentor and do what they say.
Thank you.
All right, what makes me so special? When I decide, and I stick to it. I'm disciplined. And you can, I remember once having a chat with my mum. My mum, she loves chocolate and she loves vanilla, and she gets a family bar of chocolate, it just all goes. And I go, how can you do that? No, I just have one little piece, and then the next day I can have one more piece, unless I decide to have the whole pack, of course. So decide and stick to it. Do not give up. And we've had our difficult times, but don't give up, because you decide and you stick to it. And if you feel that you're just having really bad time, focus on the positive, and that's where we go to be grateful for what you have and what there is in your life. Even if you have to go really, really small and say, I have shoes to walk on, I have clothes to wear, and I have some food in the fridge. So be grateful. There you go, and that's it.
When I first received this question from you, Lourene, I first thought, I don't quit. But it's not, I really gave this some thought, because that's not the whole answer for me. And what I realised was that if I have one thing that I've done that I'm proud of in my life, it's that I'm humble enough to take feedback. That's really important. If your ego's up and you want to defend your position, then you don't have a lot of hope. And that's a process. That's a layer thing. But I think if I was going to put it in one sentence, I would say this. I have learnt not to argue for my limitations, because I believe we are magnificent beings. Everyone in this room has the capacity. I mean, we throw this out there, you can all be diamonds. You can all be anything you want. God has given us this creative ability to be anything we want, and now talk about that. We're the only species that can correct. And when I say don't argue for your limitations, what I mean is this. We all have some things in our life, parts of us, that we don't question. Oh, I'm not a good public speaker. Oh, I can't remember names. Oh, I'm not good with numbers, or whatever it is.
5 seconds.
Oh. So whatever it is you want to change, believe me, you can change it, but you have to have the will. Intention is imagination with the will combined.
3.
And you have to choose to do it. 2. You are immensely powerful. You can do it!
You would have a lot more questions to ask him. When you see them around, walking around today, go up to them, don't be afraid to ask him more. Please make them feel welcome, and thank you very much.
Are they amazing? Tips from the Diamonds. Give a round of applause, yeah. And have that one, a round of applause for our